Welcome to this every disturbing cult explained in 5 minutes. Let's get started. Heaven's Gate. Founded by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles, Heaven's Gate believed that followers needed to shed their earthly bodies to ascend to a higher level of existence. The cult became infamous in 1997 when 39 members committed mass suicide in hopes of joining a spaceship they believed was following the Hale-Bopp comet. Their extreme devotion to this belief and a deep detachment from reality deeply disturbed them. The Manson family. Led by Charles Manson, this cult gained notoriety for a series of brutal murders, including that of actress Sharon Tate in 1969. Manson manipulated his followers into believing that he was the Messiah and that a race war, helter-skelter, was imminent. The cult's willingness to carry out violent, senseless acts based on Manson's bizarre ideologies highlights the extreme level of manipulation and violence within the group. Om Shinrikyo. This Japanese cult, led by Shoko Asahara, mixed religious teachings with apocalyptic beliefs. In 1995, they released sarin gas in the Tokyo subway, killing 13 people and injuring over 1,000. Their belief that they needed to bring about the end of the world, combined with the use of chemical weapons, makes them one of the most terrifying modern-day cults. Their influence was substantial, attracting thousands of followers worldwide. Branch Davidians. The Branch Davidians were a splinter group of the Davidian Seventh-day Adventists, led by David Koresh. They believed Koresh was a messianic figure who could interpret the Bible's 7 seals, predicting the end times. In 1993, a 51-day standoff with the FBI in Waco, Texas, ended in a fire that killed 76 members. The cult's extreme apocalyptic beliefs and Koresh's manipulation made it a tragic example of religious extremism. People's Temple. Jim Jones founded the People's Temple as a progressive church advocating social equality. However, it devolved into a paranoid, authoritarian cult under Jones' control. In 1978, over 900 members died in a mass murder-suicide in Jonestown, Guyana, after being forced to drink poisoned punch. The mass scale of the deaths and Jones' ability to manipulate so many into this final act makes this one of the deadliest cults in history. The Rajneesh Movement. Led by Bhagwan Shree Rajneesh, later known as Osho, this cult promoted a blend of free love, meditation, and materialism. However, the movement gained notoriety in 1984 when members attempted to take over a small Oregon town by poisoning residents with salmonella. The use of bioterrorism, power struggles, and eventual clashes with U.S. authorities revealed the dark side of what appeared to be a spiritual movement focused on self-enlightenment. NXIVM. Initially a self-help organization, NXIVM was founded by Keith Raniere and marketed as a personal development program. However, it was revealed to be a front for a disturbing cult that manipulated members into forced labor, blackmail, and branding women as part of a secret master-slave society. The cult's exploitation of vulnerable individuals and Raniere's abusive leadership made it a modern-day example of psychological manipulation and control. The Anthill Kids. Led by Canadian cult leader Rock Theriault, this group subjected its members to horrific physical abuse under the guise of spiritual purification. Theriault convinced his followers that he was a prophet, using violent punishments, mutilations, and even murder to enforce loyalty. The extent of Theriault's sadism, coupled with the deep psychological manipulation of his followers, makes this one of the most grotesque cults in history. The Order. A white supremacist organization led by Robert J. Matthews, the Order sought to overthrow the U.S. government to establish an all-white nation. They committed a series of violent acts, including bank robberies, bombings, and murders. Their extremist racial ideology and violent methods made them one of the most dangerous domestic terrorist organizations in the 1980s. The Church of Euthanasia. Founded by Reverend Chris Korda in the 1990s, this cult promoted bizarre and controversial beliefs, including suicide, abortion, and cannibalism. To combat overpopulation, the group's slogan, "Save the Planet, Kill Yourself," and its advocacy for extreme measures to reduce humanity's footprint on Earth highlights the disturbing nihilism at the heart of the cult. Freemen on the Land Movement. This loosely organized group consists of people who reject governmental authority and laws, believing they're sovereign individuals who can opt out of society's legal system. While not necessarily violent, their delusional understanding of the law has led to confrontations with authorities, legal trouble, and even occasional violence. Their rejection of modern legal structures makes them a dangerous fringe movement. The Family. Anne Hamilton Byrne. Led by Anne Hamilton Byrne in Australia, the Family was a New Age cult that believed she was the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Children in the cult were stolen or illegally adopted. then raised in isolation and subjected to severe abuse, including forced LSD use. The cult's brainwashing, control over children, and Hamilton Burns' messianic delusions make this one of the most horrifying family cults in history. If you want to learn more about these mind-bending groups, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content.